it's me, it's MIB, Craig, aka Mr. Impact Blog for the TNA IW channel, and we are back with what went down. Now this week we're a little bit under the weather, but we just wanted to get our thoughts out there about how Impact did after Bound for Glory. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. And go for Eric Young versus Rich Swann to open the show. We started with a little brawl backstage. Nothing wrong with a little bit of brawl. Good old TNA. And it's spelled to the outside. Great build. And now you may have seen the podcast or is talking about for Glory. I'm not a big fan of the Rich Swann win the world title thing. But it is what it is, and well, I hope they can prove me wrong. But good match. I like the whole thing with Rich telling Scott D'Amore that no, it's happening, make it, do it. Happened. To no one's surprise, Swann came away with a victory in a fairly short match, but it is TV, so there's only so much they can do. I liked it. Again, hopefully they can prove me wrong with Swann, and I hope this isn't the last we see of EY. But judging by the fact that he has a match next week, I don't think it will be. So it's a win-win, I guess. Even though, but as Jeff pointed out, Eric Young isn't someone who needs the world title. Then move backstage. Of course, there's a lot of that on this week backstage again. But the knockouts, we had Havoc and Nevaeh standing outside. Nevaeh standing outside the room. A little flash of light. Havoc comes out with a low face. And Father James Mitchell has been resurrected, but we haven't seen him yet. Then we move on to outside Impact Management's office. The knockouts. Some of the tag teams are outside, wondering how they're going to crown the new first tag team champions, and it's going to be a eight team tag tournament starting in 3 weeks' time. Which, hey, good way to start off. Then go to the ring again. Brian Myers and Tommy Dreamer, with Myers defeating Dreamer in a hardcore Halloween match, Halloween hardcore match, whatever you want to call it. It was done okay. You can't really expect too much from these two. I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. Didn't need too much. Nice little cameo appearance by Swoggle, who didn't think it was going to be part of these tapings, but here he is in a trash can or rose bin, depending on where you're from, whatever you call it. Nice little touch. And Tommy Dreamer picks up the win over Brian Myers. Doesn't really do much. It's what it is. It's an okay match, I guess. We can't be expecting main event quality from those two, even though it was good. It just wasn't great. But hey. So then, once again, we're backstage, and Mean Gia Miller has an interview with Heath and Rhino. She asked Rhino how he feels about winning the match, and Rhino does say that they will be challenging for the tag team titles, but not yet. So then Gia asked Heath if he was injured. Heath denied it, which I like, even though he clearly was, and asked the cameraman to cut the camera and asked Gia to go for the move. I like that. Heath signs his contract next week, if it does go through, which, even though it's unfortunate Heath had to be injured, I still like the fact that they can do more with the story now because of the injury. If he'd won the call shot like he was going to, then he would have been given a contract, and then that's in that storyline. But now, out of a dark cloud comes a little ray of sunshine with the potential to add more to this story, which is always a good thing. Then move on to tag team action. We have Triple XL picking up a big win of the Rascals. Now the Rascals are on what some may call a losing streak, and it's unfortunate to see that, but I like Triple XL. I really want them to do well. and with this newfound aggression they've recently found, I can see them one day soon becoming Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Now the Good Brothers, as Jeff said, they don't need the tag titles, so I don't have a problem with that. I liked it. I wish the Rascals would get better booking. They don't need better. They don't need to be better. They just need better booking, in my opinion. And I hope that can come across for Impact. But I liked it. XL dominated like they should. I believe they're now 700 total combined weight of 701 pounds because of AC's incredible weight loss. And props to Larry D, who's also lost some weight and is looks in incredible shape. And full props to them. So yeah, Triple XL defeat the Rascals. Then once again we head backstage, but this time we're in the Office of Impact Management, and Scott D'Amore is confronted by Deonna Purrazzo, Kimberly, and barrister R.D. Evans. I'm sure you may know who he is. He's a former WWE writer. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed that segment. I didn't... Usually when these things come about, I think, oh, here comes another one. They don't happen very often, but this one was done right, for sure. It had everything that you want from the segment. A mouthy barrister. Scott D'Amore being Scott D'Amore, who's just really, really good. Deonna and Kimberly don't have to say a word, they just know. And then, yeah, R.D. Evans threatens a lawsuit against Impact. Scott goes to the ring, and it says that Su Yung is the rightful Knockouts champion. That displeases Deonna and Kimber and R.D. Evans, the barrister. And Scott makes a nice little dig about Impact level lawsuit, because they just bat them away as soon as they come in. And so yeah, a nice little touch. Scott tells Deonna that she can fight for the Knockouts Championship next week, or go to court and go for the entire process. She chooses to go for the match. Then out comes the Knockouts champion Su Yung, who puts Mandible Claw on the barrister and Kimberly. Then mists Scott D'Amore. Sprays the mist to Scott D'Amore. and then puts Deonna in the Mandible Claw. Loved it. Nice little touch. Thought it was great. Can't wait for this rematch. Hopefully Sue can keep it, which would be incredible. And of course, I did give a little mention to Kimberly. Kylie Ray, excuse me. So it looks like Kylie is still in good stead with the company, and it seems like she will be returning soon. So then we move on to another quick backstage segment, this time with the former tag team champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, who are interrupted by Triple XL, who tell them they're not going to wait until the Machine Guns are back to get their match for the tag team titles. They're going to ask them, and then after the Guns gracefully inform them that Triple XL aren't on their level, Triple XL back off, but then do that incredible double squash of Alex Shelley, and a nice little touch. Hopefully the Triple XL can become tag team champions. And then just again, very small segment. Rich Swann's backstage, talking with the Rascals and William Mack, celebrating his win over Rich Swann. Moose comes by, starts a little thing between them by saying Rich grew up on the streets where he used to get gold for, where he used to be grateful for any gold they can get. I think that was the kind of thing. It feels like ages ago now, but yeah. the Rascals pull Swan away. As they're chatting, they disperse, giving the little hand slap and the back slap. Like it was like kind of a little in sync thing. I thought pretty good. And Swan goes to his dressing room, where Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock are waiting for him. Sami says that we've seen a lot more of Rich. We're seeing a lot more of him and Ken. So I wonder who could be the first challenger at Hard to Kill. Again, it's a very, very small segment, but I think it's worth mentioning because how great it really was. The North are stood around telling stories, telling security guards how they should be doing tag team wrestling. Wonder why telling security guards that. I wonder if that means they're actual wrestlers. Good Brothers come in, have a little back and forth. They make fun of Ethan Page's Karate Man gimmick. Page slaps Gallows in the face. A little scuffle breaks out, security break it up in a segment, but I love that. The Good Brothers in the North, two of the best tag teams on Impact right now. What's not to like? Both entertaining as hell, and can't wait to see more of them in the future. Then Knockouts tag team action. We had Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz defeat the makeshift team of Jordynne Grace and Alicia Edwards. Once again, absolutely loved Alicia Edwards. I thought she was phenomenal. She's a great character, and finally we're seeing what she can do as a character. She may not be high quality in ring, but she more than makes up for that in her talk and her feisty, fiery persona. Jordynne Grace looks incredible as always, and it seems like she's not done in the X division, but who knows? Kiera and Tasha, I think, in my opinion, they will be the new first knockouts. They'll be first Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Hard to Sky. I think they're ready. It's more than possible. So yeah, and then the main event, not the main event match, but the main event segment, the wedding of Johnny Bravo and Rosemary. I love how the roster was round at ringside in costume. We saw a little race track and gymnasium from the good old IPWF days. Triple XL just as the Nasty Boys, I thought was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and you have obviously Bravo coming out. You have Father James Mitchell finally resurrected. You have Crazy Steve giving Rosemary away. Again, Decay Forever, incredible. Ty looked incredible. The entire roster just was fantastic in that. A nice little wedding with demonic touches. James Mitchell, what's not to like? So glad he's back. Also, I'm sure you're aware of why he went away, but if he's back, and this means it can be so much more added to the to the Dark Realm stuff once again, and of course it can be a little thing with Su Yung, Havoc, and Rosemary. He doesn't forgive him for stabbing him or whatever, but loved it. Of course, the biggest mystery of the night, in good old-fashioned Simpsons style, we have who shot Johnny Bravo. Lights go down, a single, I would say gunshot, but it was obviously a little light flash flicker thing. Who shot Johnny Bravo? Obviously, throughout the night, everyone's saying, this isn't gonna end well, or I have a bad feeling about this. That's the one. Yeah, I mean, a great little segment. Obviously, I know a few people confused by it, but hey, don't. We said this so many times with Impact. Don't go in and look at it straight away and think, oh, it's bad, because they can always turn it around. Have trust, have faith in Impact Wrestling. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It goes to the side. But when have they really been wrong about stuff they've done? I'm sure people have mixed reviews on the Undead Realm or the cinematic match with Broken Universe. But look how well that's gone. I'm not comparing this shooting to the Broken Universe or the Undead Realm, but I think it could potentially be good. It really interesting. If, like, I think it's gonna have like a little Wrestle House touch to it, not in the house obviously, but like how that whole thing went about and the little sketches, and I think it would be really good. And to Jeff's dismay, I can see Bravo being resurrected, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, that was another Impact Wrestling, the Impact Wrestling After Bound for Glory. It had candy corns, I think that's right. We don't get them over here, so excuse me. We had, so I put on my review results thing. We had a hardcore match, resurrections, barristers, and weddings. What's not to like? So yeah, that's Impact Wrestling for another week. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the power rankings and also the your thoughts on the Your Thoughts Wall. Hope you enjoyed this show. Go back and check out the podcast. Myself, Jeff, and our good friend Robbie from our group chat give our thoughts about Bound for Glory. Also go back and watch Is Talking Bound for Glory, where me, Jeff, and a few of our good friends from the Impact Fan Nation, we give our thoughts and predictions on Bound for Glory. So go back and see if we're wrong or right and let us know. Put in the comments below what you thought of this show, what you thought about Bound for Glory. Stay tuned for what we have coming up over the next few weeks. I'm sure you're going to love it. I'm sure you know by now we're having a little tournament based on the best Impact TNA theme. That's coming up soon. So we have everything coming up. I want to say thank you once again to everyone who subscribed to us. We have officially crossed the 100 subscribers mark. Couldn't do this without you watching the videos. We'd just be talking to ourselves. And there'd be no point in me doing this video by myself. So thank you again. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. There's a lot of great content coming up for you. Stay tuned to social media for information on everything that's coming up. And yes, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all next week for another What Went Down.